Hello, hello, hello. Hey, can you hear me? Hi,
Can you hear us?
Should we come around to that side? Because there's even worse than that is when you've been on a lot for 5 or 10 minutes like we have, getting set up to film, and nobody's even coming out to talk to us. What the heck?
We've been on this lot a solid 15 minutes. Nobody's come out to greet us. No one's come to take our application, get us approved for a car. I don't know what kind of operation these guys are running.
I think they're going to probably go out of business.
I don't see a bright future for them at all.
Not at all.
This is, they're doomed. I think they're doomed.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to this special edition of the Independent Dealer Podcast. We are on location at a dealership in Texas to talk about on-car marketing, the sales process, and some best practices, Luke.
The number one best practice here is no BMWs in buy here, pay here.
No, the X3, is that what this is?
X1, 2, 3.
This is the X3. This is the worst buy here, pay here car you could have. Hands down, it takes the cake. It's the king. The worst.
It's the worst.
Hey, just to jump in real quick and make sure you guys know about Buckeye Risk Services. Still a great sponsor of the podcast and a great partner to have at any dealership.
Yeah, sure. Retail, buy here, pay here, no matter what. Tax planning is so important, and using a reinsurance company not only helps you with your tax plan, it also helps with generating wealth. And when you get toward the end of your dealership, you need something else to pull money out of, and it's a great way to just force savings account, right, Jeff?
Yeah. Forced savings account. So if you are a dealer, buy here, pay here, retail, and you're doing 20 to 30 cars a month, call the guys at Buckeye. You will not regret getting a reinsurance company set up. You can sell your service contracts. You can sell your ancillary products. You can reinsure for your post-sale inspections. You can, of course, set up your CPI, collateral protection insurance if you're a buy here, pay here customer. Massive opportunities to build wealth and forced savings for rainy day funds.
Yep.
Good. Give the guys at Buckeye a call.
Luke, here you have a beautiful bumper-to-bumper inspection warranty.
Wow.
Comprehensive 150-point inspection.
I wonder if they're going to
You got an
use that
18-month
from me.
What happens, Luke, when you got a lot of R's in your inventory?
You're in trouble.
That means you're recycling a bunch of repos, right? R.
This is a pirate. This is a pirate.
I'm guessing this entire line right here is all R stock numbers, which means they're repos.
This is a new one.
Oh, a fresh Nissan Altima.
P.
All right.
R. P.
You do this all day.
So this is like, Jeff, I mean, we just walked and took a quick sample. 80% of these cars are repos.
I'm guessing 80% of repos. What that tells us is a couple of things.
Okay.
Bad collections practices.
Very bad collection.
A lot of repos coming back.
A lot of repos coming in quickly.
You're not bringing in fresh inventory, which sucks. And these look pretty clean. I mean, they're not super beat up. I didn't see the inside, but the outsides look okay for the most part.
For the most part.
I'm not sure the mileage.
No, we don't know that.
It could be some extremely high mileage. And then you were running out of cash.
You run out of cash.
And so you're recycling as much as you can.
That's right. And don't get me wrong, these do look like pretty decent cars, but the recycling of it, and we talked about the doom spiral, right?
Yeah.
That you wrote all these loans at a really high rate in 22 and 23, and as you're bringing them back in as repos, and these are pretty high value, they don't meet what they used to meet, and so you're rewriting loans at lower values.
You're not covering your advance
debt.
rate.
That's right. Your advance rate is inversing.
Yes, we call that the debt vortex.
Doom,
the
vortex, the debt vortex.
Perfect example.
There we go.
Yep.
Hey, everyone, just a moment here to talk about BlitzPay. BlitzPay is my payment process provider, PPP, whatever it is. But they're wonderful. They get the money in the bank, and that's really what matters. And it's simple to use, Jeff. It's so simple, and it helps us with our collection process.
Yeah. You know what I've really liked, and I'm going to fine tune this even more, is their cash pay network, which is a crucial component because we do have a lot of customers that want to pay cash. But I don't want to take cash in the office. It's dangerous. It's scary. I got to make deposits. So we're pushing it more and more and more. And there's always the few customers that don't quite understand technology and push back, but we're educating them more frequently. And it's really making my anxiety go down because I don't have large cash deposits at the end of a Friday.
Yeah, I'd hate for you to lose any more hair.
Yeah, it's stressful. But the self-help options are really what makes the difference. You don't have to have customers calling you, hey, run this card, run this card, run this card. No, they can help themselves because the portal is so easy. It's mobile friendly. It's all right there on their little phone, which everyone has, and they can take care of their payments themselves. That's the most important part.
Yeah, everybody needs to call BlitzPay, get them to hook you up.
So as you guys know, we make light of the alleged.
We made a joke about this, but it's
Situation.
really not a joke.
It's not funny because it could happen to a lot of people. These guys maybe self-inflicted. We don't know. Allegedly, could be some fraud involved.
Yeah, Don Chu and his crew.
I don't know his first name, but yeah,
The Chu Don, that's the Chu crew.
okay.
So, you know, it's a tale as old as time when it comes to the car business. And a lot here lately when it comes to massively scaled buy here, pay here stores.
Yeah.
Does it work on a scale, Jeff? That's the first thing to ask in this situation.
Well, we've seen a lot of large places shut down, and we've seen some small places shut down.
Yeah.
But the key component to both of them is cash flow,
Sure.
right?
Leverage,
cash flow, debt service. And so everything we know about what's gone on here is they outran themselves.
Yeah,
And
which is interesting. How can you outrun yourself when you're securitizing and selling off? And so you should have plenty of access to capital.
yeah,
So the only thing that could be out of line here are expenses, right? And what else?
repo charge-offs increase,
Yeah,
right? And what happens when your collections don't look good and your next securitization package is not rated as good as it should have been?
Well, I read that their last securitization was graded at 12 cents on the dollar.
Yeah, that's
which
not going to
is-
keep you in business.
I think I told you I'll buy them all for 12 cents on the dollar.
Yeah, maybe.
But if they're leaving the country, then it may not be worth 12 cents on the dollar.
Yeah. So you do have an issue there, and it's almost the perfect storm for these guys. So you do feel a little bit of compassion to the point where,
For the
you
people
know,
working here, sure.
oh, absolutely, the people working here and the folks with the car loans that don't know where to go and don't know what's going to happen with their vehicles. But the fact that 2-3 years ago, this was a poster child
Yeah.
for the buy here, pay here world and what a scaled operation can look like, right?
Yeah, I mean, he spoke at an NI-ADA function less than 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And was like, this is how you do it. And everywhere on LinkedIn and all around the auto industry, this guy was praised for what he was doing. But what he allegedly was doing was maybe double booking,
Yeah.
maybe using multiple floor plans.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a lesson of what not to do.
Yeah.
Number one, I'll argue this, and you may argue the opposite way, but if you're in the buy here, pay here business, you should not be using a floor plan. I've said this before, right?
Yeah. I mean, I can see the attraction. You got to really look at your cost of capital because you think, hey, I don't want to tie up $1 million in flooring. I'd rather use that as my buy here, pay here notes. I've been tempted to do that at times.
Well, if you don't have a line of credit on your receivables, then okay.
Yeah.
But what if you have a line of credit on your receivables and you're max there? Let's just
Well-
say you're at 50 or 60% there.
Yeah.
And you also don't have any paid for inventory.
Yeah.
Where are you at then?
Where's your equity is the question.
There's none.
And that's what's happened here. You know, there's news reports that, of course, they still owe a lot of folks like Fifth Thirds and Chase a lot of money. Their
BlackRock,
flooring line is still owed. As you guys can see here, you look around, they're full of cars. It's been 2 weeks since this news hit.
They're full of cars.
And the cars are still here. The flooring line has not come to pick up the cars. I'm guessing because it's tied up in bankruptcy and they don't have the relief of stay to pick these cars up. But they're all sitting here.
They're all sitting here. This 40 cars, maybe.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about $5,500 ACV cars. There is $20,000 and $30,000 cars sitting out
Yeah.
there. And the lights are still on.
Yeah.
The doors are locked.
The radio's playing.
The radio's playing. The landscapers are here doing landscaping.
Yeah, they're upgrading the coverage, the ground coverage. I don't know that they know they're not going to get paid.
They're not getting paid. Should we tell them?
I don't think so. Not my
Yeah.
job.
And FedEx is trying to deliver packages here. There's notes on the door. I mean, not on this door, but on
collections notices. So, Luke, what are the takeaways for dealers? Let's talk about just like the 3 main takeaways the dealers can learn from this lesson as we watch this all unfold. We'll get more details as time comes. Straight up fraud. We all know that's the number one thing.
Yeah.
Right? Don't be dumb.
Don't outrun what you can do.
Yeah.
It is the focus, right?
And if you get desperate and you're tempted to double pledge collateral or you're tempted to skimp on your covenants or you're trying to bring your ACV repos back in too high so they look good. Like, just don't make a bad situation worse.
Yeah.
That's my number one.
Stay within your covenants of your bank. The bank put those covenants there to protect you and protect them.
Yeah.
Remember that. And if Tricolor would have done that, I believe that they would still be open, right?
I don't know. I don't know how deep it was. But that would lead me to number 2, which is communicate. You've got to communicate with your lender, whether it's your flooring line. Depending on your flooring line, they may work with you, they might not. We know many that just tell you to take high. Your lender will absolutely work with you. I guarantee you they will work with you when you call them.
They don't
say, hey,
they don't want to be put in bankruptcy.
they don't want your notes. They don't want to collect. They don't want to have to service them. They will absolutely work with you.
Yeah.
So communication is the number 2 advice I'd have.
Mhm.
Don't make the situation worse. If it is getting worse, communicate.
Mhm.
And what would you say the third takeaway is?
The third thing is scalability.
Mhm.
So many dealers we talk to want to grow. They want to have multiple locations and do all these grand things. And I'm not saying don't dream. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying scale properly.
Yeah.
And that means maximize the one location, because that one location, your expenses are going to be the lowest they're ever going to be. And once you maximize your footprint there, then you can grow a little bit.
Yeah.
But don't open five locations and think that automatically you make 5 times the money, because you're not.
Well, and really the story of that is not getting out ahead of yourself with your debt.
That's right.
So if you're going slow and you're scaling slow, then you're adding your own equity in along the way, and you're not just doing it with 100% debt.
That's right. And then that is, and I think this was said on the podcast a while back, but is growing off of your balance sheet instead of growing off of debt. And that's really where this comes from. They may have been growing off the balance sheet, but their balance sheet may have been falsified. So make sure you're doing it the right way and have people working your balance sheet the right way.
Yeah. And that means, and if you're growing off of falsified financials, that means you're growing off of debt.
Yeah, that means
you're trying to fake your equity.
That's right.
To make it look better. Just a real tragic story, but a great warning.
Yeah, sure.
I think for every buy here, pay here dealer.
Hey, one real quick, unique break-in the podcast. I'm going to let Luke pitch his consulting company in the middle of a podcast. And he is going to owe me an acai bowl next time we get together and a foot spa. So acai bowl, foot spa in exchange for, if you haven't heard already, Luke is doing an on-site, in real life collections training for you or your collections manager. It's going to be down at the Dallas-Fort Worth at
Dallas Love Field, Fairfield Inn and Suites on December 10th, all day long.
All day.
Come in the night before, spend a night at the, we've got a great rate for this, for the hotel, free breakfast, free lunch. And then you can get out of town at the end of the day. We end at 4:30, so it'll give you time to fly home. We're in the center of the country. It's only $315 right now, so you need to register. It's a collections boot camp with me. It's going to be awesome, Jeff. You got to be
So
there.
I can send my collector out there. I'm going to be a couple $100 for flights. I'm going to be a couple $100 for the class and a couple bucks for hotel rooms. So under $1,000, I can go out and get some one-on-one training for my collector in a real life scenario, right? Like you're going to have role play. You're going to teach them stuff. You're not going to teach them bad habits, are you?
No bad habits. We're going to learn how to take that customer's objection and turn it into a promise to pay or a payment. And just think, Jeff, if I came to your dealership and did this, it would probably cost you $4,000 to $5,000. But you can come do this for less than $1,000.
Yeah, I can get training. Now, I want to ask another question. Does it matter which payment platform, DMS I'm on? You know, obviously everyone listening uses BlitzPay, but are you going to teach regardless of what system they're using?
It doesn't matter. This is across the board. This is just wonderful. Like it doesn't matter which DMS you're on. We're going to train you to go about doing collections the right way, making the right phone calls, making the right text messages, using the right scripts, learning how to push back when a customer pushes back in the right way. It doesn't matter if you're on IDMS, it's going to be way helpful for you. If you're on BlitzPay, it's going to be way helpful for you. But also I work with other DMSs all day. So we're going to get it done and we're going to really train you up for after tax season, before tax season.
And obviously everyone knows, we've talked about this in multiple episodes. It is getting harder and harder to collect. Collections is a huge issue right now, and it will get worse. We're on our way down a slope of delinquencies, repossessions, people being just having tighter paychecks all the way around. So when you learn your help your collector learn how to collect the payment and not the car, you're going to save on repos. You're going to save on charge-offs. Luke will guarantee you that if he doesn't save you the cost of the trip, he will refund it. Right, Luke?
Yeah, I will not guarantee you that because your trainers have to be engaged. But other than that, I'll tell you this: you will save charge-offs by coming to this. Your recency will get better, your delinquency will get better, and you will be happier as an owner.
Excellent. That's what I'm looking for, Luke. I'll see you there.
You could probably get into some more in-depth stuff, which I think we should at a better time.
Yeah.
But you've got things like underwriting guidelines, repo guidelines, you know, putting all your eggs in one basket or one demographic. Oh,
I mean,
bad. I don't know.
For years, this was, hey, they're doing something different than everybody else. They're financing undocumented. It's the people who don't have bank accounts, people who can't get financed anywhere else. And I'm not saying that doesn't work. I'm saying this is what we see now after that has happened. Now, if that has to do with people leaving the country or people out of jobs, I don't know. But maybe it was easier to cook the books that way too.
Yeah. When you can't verify who's making the payment because the Social Security number isn't a Social Security number.
That's right.
Or it's tied to 10 different people. Maybe you're allegedly bringing money back into the banking system somehow. Maybe you're doing that through making people's car payments.
You might be.
Because you have money coming into the States from somewhere that you don't know.
You never know.
Maybe
you never know.
I don't know.
Allegedly, these things hypothetically may have happened. We don't know this. We're just speculating. And I think that if you do things traditionally and then put maybe your spin on it, maybe that's a way to do it. Maybe not just go wholeheartedly in opposite directions.
Yeah.
At a large scale, may not work.
Yeah, that's true.
May not.
Well, we better get out of here before we get repossessed.
We might be getting repossessed very soon.